Well, hello there, I'm Détroit. To accompany this abstract drawing on my sketchbook, I'm gonna pull on a thread of consciousness and see where it leads me. At the same time, you'll see me draw boxes and fill them with leaves and lines of all kind. You can subscribe if you like this kind of thing, I don't know, it's up to you. The first thing I want to talk about is weather. You know, the topic that everybody in the world uses when they don't know what to say, but I do know what I want to say. It's getting hot, you all. The summer air is already here. For the past week, the temperature hasn't dropped below 30 degrees during the day. That's 30 degrees Celsius, by the way, which is quite hot. That's a bit problematic because it's only May 13th right now, and usually this sort of temperature stays until September. I've been sleeping with the window open already because the air in my apartment is too hot, and I'm already slowly running out of solutions against the heat. I have an electrical fan that I can move around, but I don't like to use it for a few reasons. First off, it's noisy, and I don't want to sleep with a low rumbling noise next to me. The second reason is for exactly what you're watching me do. Drawing on paper with the fan on often makes the page wiggle a bit in place. The fact that the fan is the same height as my desk is also to blame for that. The worst definitely is when I'm recording audio. I recorded videos throughout last summer and I still remember how painful it was to stop the fan for 20 minutes or however long it took to record an audio track. Because of course the fan noise messes up the recording. Something I also do a lot in the summer is to pull down the blinds in front of the windows so the heat lowers inside the apartment. That works for the most part, but for drawing it adds a new problem, and that's ambient light change. I decided to stop worrying about that a while ago because I can't do anything about it. I draw basically whenever I have the time, and sometimes it's a little bit in the morning and then a little bit in the evening. The light in my room is very different then, and when the footage gets sped up, it changes the colorimetry quite a lot. It looks a bit bad on video, but again, not much I can do about that, especially when my webcam tends to do its own thing regarding white balance. So sorry about the difference in color grading throughout the drawings. Another thing the heat worries me for is my bunny. Little Henry IV doesn't like heat very much. Rabbits have a lot of fur and they are really comfy in the cold, but when it gets above 20-25 degrees, I would say they tend to be too hot. What I did last year is put water bottles in the freezer, then wrap them in a t-shirt or any fabric and put it on the ground for the bunny to lay against. This way he gets a bit of relief from the heat while not burning himself on the ice bottle. But that's not a great solution. Henry doesn't like new stuff in his space. He is very habit-based, like all bunnies are. When I change the position of something or introduce something new in his environment, he doesn't like it most of the time. And so I'm still gonna do the bottle thing, but I'm not sure he will even benefit from it. I need to be really careful around him during the summer and make sure he's okay at all times. Also, just going out is painful during the summer. Yesterday I had an ophthalmologist appointment and walking just 10 minutes under the sun in 30 degrees weather wasn't nice. And yeah, I went to see an eye doctor. I've only been once in my life before, and that was about 10 years ago to get glasses for resting. The thing is, my vision is very good, 10 out of 10 on both eyes. I just have a slight correction to my right eye, but because of that, my left eye strains more to stop the right from overworking. And so the left overworks, even though the right eye by itself works quite well. So one eye is slightly too focused and the other is slightly not focused enough. The more tired I am, the more blurry my left eye gets. I've also been part of the monthly migraines club and I have a subscription to Headache Weekly. That might be because of eye strain, hence wearing prescription glasses. Of course you have to couple that with the fact that I work in front of a screen for half of my workday, then go home and draw in front of a screen for a couple of hours, every day. That's bad for my eyes, with blue light and strong light until late at night. I did reduce the blue light from my screens when night falls, but not on my XP Pen tablet because it changes the color of my digital art and I don't want that. So yeah, I'm getting glasses. Not that you will see them, you won't. I'm not gonna show my face on camera. In a sense, for you it won't change anything, but for me, hopefully my life will be even better. and my health insurance reimburses about 60% of what the national health thing won't pay, so that's a relatively low cost for me. I was glad to find that out yesterday. As I said, I didn't go to an ophthalmologist for 10 years. At the time, my parents did everything for me. I was basically a toddler when I was 15. Now I need to do everything by myself because I'm 25, but I still don't understand how any of that works, the whole health insurance thing. And seeing in the optician store how every frame cost like $200 and it was, I think, $75 per lens, etc, I'm glad I only have to pay about 100 euros. Especially since I'm a bit low on cash these days. I did buy an iPad Pro recently, so that's on me. I'm getting better at drawing on an iPad, by the way. Still not as good as I am in Photoshop on my XP Pen, but I'm getting there. I'm also sometimes getting frustrated by Procreate. I need to look up a few things regarding the selection tools in Procreate because I'm having trouble drawing and coloring without the magic wand. I also discovered that I only like about 5 of the Procreate brushes and they're the most basic. I use an inking brush, which is quite cool, and then it's a big round brush with no opacity change, a round airbrush, things like that. The pencil and sketching brushes are really cool though. I don't remember the name right now, but the one I use is like thin and dark when the Apple Pencil is upright, and it gets almost charcoaly when used at an angle. For sketching it's really cool because I can sketch the line art and also sketch the shading at the same time. I'm also getting better at working with the Apple Pencil, but I have to heavily restrain myself from turning the pen between my fingers. That's something I do very often. In fact, you can probably see a frame of me making a weird twitch-like movement every second or so in this speed drawing. Only when you do that with an Apple Pencil, it switches between the pencil and the eraser. So I need to learn not to do that, and then I'll be all set and in control. Honestly, Procreate on iPad is a lot of fun, and the simple fact I can take it anywhere with me is incredibly good. I also use my iPad for work, to take notes and make plans, read articles and stuff. It is a very powerful tool, right between a computer and a notebook. I am definitely gonna make a drawing video on iPad, but I need to think about it first. Well, and I need to perfect my drawing skills on it too. I'm not sure how to record the video though. Procreate captures a still image of the canvas for every action you make, which allows you to make a speed drawing video effortlessly, but it doesn't show the rotation of the screen, the layer work, or even the time correctly. If you draw over the entire screen with one line, it will only make one image, and the time progression of the video gets a bit weird. Also, for some reason, the Procreate output video looks a bit bad and blurry, even when it's set up for 4K capture with lossless compression. I might just use a screen recording app, it sounds easier. Or I can also film the iPad while I'm drawing on it, or do both. Anyway, I've been talking for a while now, and I'm pretty sure the last few small boxes of this drawing are getting filled. As we're approaching the end of this speed drawing video, I'd like to thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you want to see more of my content in the future. I also have close to 200 videos on this channel that you can watch. I even split them in playlists, so if you want to watch ink drawings only, there's a playlist for that, or digital only, etc. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment if there's something specific you want to see me draw or hear me talk about. My art is regularly uploaded to my Instagram and my Twitter, all links are in the description. I'm Detroit, and I'm out. Bye!